You guys see me styling myself like Ariana, acting like her, dressing like her, everything, because, you know, I want to be Ariana Grande. I just want to be her. I want my life to be just like hers. I want to look just like her. I want to be Ariana Grande. So yeah, come along and get to know the real me and why I'm an Ariana Grande wannabe and why I want to be Ariana Grande. This story, my story, they actually wouldn't let me go into the concert. This is something so crazy. Ariana Grande's team would not let me go into the freaking venue. Hi my angels!
Welcome back to our channel, baby.
If you're new here, make sure to click right up there to subscribe and join the journey, please. So today is another Mickey's World video. If you're familiar with Mickey's World, hello, thank you so much for watching again. And if you're new here, make sure you click right up there to check out Mickey's World and some other content from me. So today's video is kind of obvious. This is an Ariana Grande video, and this video is why I want to be Ariana Grande. Let's start at the very beginning. Being Ariana. Come along and get to know the real me and why I'm an Ariana Grande wannabe and why I want to be Ariana Grande. You guys see me styling myself like Ariana, acting like her, dressing like her, everything, because, you know, I want to be Ariana Grande. I just want to be her. I want my life to be just like hers. I want to look just like her. I want to be Ariana Grande. Let's get into the truth. Bebe, pass me my coffee. I need to sip the tea. It's about to get real up in here. Pass me my coffee. Sips tea, and it's unsweet. Okay, so I know a lot of you are clicking on this video probably from the title, the thumbnail, anything along the lines of Ariana Grande. And before we get into this video, you're either going to love me at the end of this video or you're gonna hate me. There is no in between, and I'm just being honest, I'm being true to myself, and I'm gonna speak the truth and how I feel. If anything offends you, I'm sorry. If the shoe fits, wear it, I guess. I'm not trying to throw shade, I'm not trying to be rude or ignorant at all, but after years of being put down, I think it's time to explain my side and explain my feelings, because I'm human and I'm sick of faking a smile. I'm gonna put a lot of Ari puns in this video for you Arianators. We're gonna be best friends after this. Comment down below. We'll, you know, be Ari friends. Ariana, if you happen to see this video, or any of your family, your friends, your crew, anybody, I love you guys with all of my heart. Keep watching. I'm gonna explain everything, and I just hope nobody takes anything offensively. So for those of you that are family or have grown up with me, ever since I have been a little girl, I think 3 years old was my first acting class, or 4. I have been acting since I have been a baby. Of course, when you get into acting, then you get into singing. So not only are you an actress, but now you're a singer. And now you're getting older. Oh, you can act and sing. You should do music theater. You need a dance background. So now you're doing dance. You're doing tap, ballet, jazz, piano, point, contemporary, lyrical, you name it, I do it. Then you're getting into piano, guitar, modeling, all of these crazy things. And you're growing up at a very fast pace, and you're doing things when you're a little kid, a little girl, that you don't know are wrong, or you just don't know in general like what you're doing. You're being thrown into these things. Yeah, you're having fun, you're doing your passion, you're doing your talent, but while you're doing it, there's things mentally that are scarring you that you might not see yet because you're a little kid, but as you get older, you're gonna see it and feel it, and it's gonna be there with you, which I'm gonna explain later on in this video. As I'm growing up, mentally, stuff is going through my head. I might not see it yet, or I might start to see it slowly. Mentally, there's stuff going on. But physically, I'm working. I'm waking up, going to school, going to voice lessons, piano, guitar, whatever show I was in, dance lessons, the next day all over again. When I was in 6th grade, that was my last year of school, and 7th grade I started doing cyber school. Everybody was always like, oh, you're just leaving because you're getting bullied and this and that. That was a main part of it, definitely. Like, I couldn't stand what my school was allowing, and the people were just terrible, and it's gotten so worse over the years. I'm in 6th grade. I'm 11, 12 years old, and I'm going to New York to perform for casting directors, Broadway casting directors, LA casting directors that are coming to New York to scout for kids and everything. I'm going to Atlantic City to dance with the Pulse. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's famous choreographers that have top people like Michael Jackson, J-Lo, Beyonce, I'm pretty sure even Ariana Grande, but the Pulse is a big convention. Every day of my life as a kid, I was working. I was never sitting still. I was always physical and moving and going. I cyber schooled so I would have more time. It really helped me because I could work in advance. If I wanted to get my whole schoolwork done for the week, I would literally spend a Sunday doing all my schoolwork. So then Monday through Friday, I could go to New York. I could go be on that commercial, or I could go to that modeling gig. So with all of that free time, as I got older, I started being an assistant dance teacher. So like during the day, I would teach dance. I was dancing from 9 a.m. to 10 at night. On top of it, in between breaks, doing school, trying to eat, singing, everything that I explained earlier. So not only mentally are things getting added to my brain, subliminal things that I did not see yet, or I did and it's starting to take a toll, but physical things. I'm overworking my body. I'm tired. I'm going through health issues already. I had a blockage in my colon when I was a little girl. That's something very hard that I went through and made my belly bigger. So growing up, my belly was a little bit bigger than all the other girls, so that was already an insecurity. But I'm auditioning for all these musicals and plays and all of these things, and you have to act a part. You have to be specific to what they want. You have to have the look. You have to be like the character that they want and everything. I remember going to New York and sitting down with this lady, and I had a little gap in my mouth and my little belly. She looks at me and says, if you want to do this, you're going to have to fix that gap in your teeth, and you're going to have to do something about your stomach. And I think I'm 10 years old at this time. I literally look at her and I'm like, okay. Like shaking my head, like excited about it. Okay. Because that's what I was taught. I was taught to, yes, okay, like just agree with what every casting director was saying. In their eyes, everything had to be right. I had to be what they wanted me to be. So growing up for me as a kid, I was always having to be someone or something that I wasn't. But for them, it was good enough. Whether that was in real life, just being myself, my looks, my personality, that wasn't good enough. Or when I'm auditioning, oh, you could get that part, but you need to do this with your voice. Or you want that part, get that accent down. There's a lot that goes into the whole music theater background that not a lot of people see. I auditioned for Annie the first time, and I did get the part as Annie. When I went to audition for it at another place later on in my life, literally something as stupid as the height. I was just a little bit too tall, couldn't get the part. Another place I was a little bit too old. It's always a specific look that they want. And obviously your talent plays a part in it, but what they want overtakes everything at the end of the day. So as I'm growing up, all these physical and mental things are starting to get put on my brain. And I'm having to dye my hair. They didn't like my natural hair, so I would go brown. Oh, we need pictures of you with your regular hair color. Go back to blonde. go back to blonde, go back to brown, then orange for Annie. I'm dyeing my hair all the time. My hair started to get damaged. My hair started to fall out. I was 11 years old when I got the part as Annie. That's when I dyed my hair orange, and then more hair problems kept happening. I was dyeing my hair from I think 9 years old to like 14 years old repetitively, like all the time. I remember dance class, one week I came in with brown hair, the next was blonde, the next week was brown because I was going back and forth to New York. The students in the classroom were like, are you gonna pick a hair color? Because they would see me once every week and I had a different hair color each week. So my hair started to get damaged, and I believe I was 12 years old or 13. I was very, very young. And my sister-in-law at the time was getting the, remember guys when like the feather trend was popular where you got those like beaded extensions and they were feathers or one streak of hair color and every girl was wearing them. It was so cool. But I wanted hair extensions so badly because my hair was thinning out and my sister-in-law had them. So my sister-in-law introduced me to hair extensions and I started wearing hair extensions so young. And I remember my dad being like, Cricket, he calls me Cricket, he's like, you don't need that to look beautiful, like you look beautiful the way you are. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel good. So before I even, like I knew Ariana Grande from Victorious, but I never knew on Victorious she had hair extensions. And she had red hair, all these things. I wasn't like paying attention to that, you feel me? I paid attention to my sister-in-law having hair extensions and I'm around her all the time looking up to her. As any other little girl does or any other kid does, they look up to people. As any other teenager or adult do. We all look up to people, or we all look at social media and things for inspiration, for ideas. And my sister-in-law in my eyes was like my big sister. I wanted to look like her. I wanted to take inspiration from her. So I had hair extensions, and my niece, it was her first day of kindergarten and we went to kindercare. And I remember, this is a couple years after me wearing extensions, probably like a good 3-4 years. I put my hair half up, half down, just because I was trying different styles with my extensions all the time. For those of you that know, it's really hard to hide your hair with extensions, especially when your hair is down. So I would like make a bun, wrap my hair around my extensions so you don't see my bun, but you see like a ponytail look like I have right now. If I had my extensions down, I would usually have like a mixture hair colors like brown and blonde so it could blend easy, because if you have one color, like one blonde extension, it's just very hard to match. So I had my hair half up, half down. We went to her kindergarten. I remember my sister-in-law at the time looked at me and was like, oh my gosh, you look like Ariana Grande. I was like, Ariana Grande? Kat from Victorious? She's like, yeah, you literally look just like her right now. And we took some pictures. I kissed Rostin on the cheek and my mom noticed it and she's like, oh my gosh, you really do. And I started getting excited because I've always loved Kat. I've always loved Ariana. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I never really noticed that like resemblance. Like we actually do like look the same. My mom picked up her phone and looked at the picture. And then on the other phone, we had a picture of Ariana and we were looking and it looked similar. So the teacher comes out and the teacher even looked at me. She didn't even hear our conversation at the time. The teacher comes out, says hi to all the kids and stuff, was getting Rostin inside, we were saying bye and everything, and the teacher looks at me and is like, oh my gosh, you look like that singer. You look like that one girl in that TV show. And I'm like, Ariana Grande? And she's like, yeah. So it was just so crazy to me because in less than 5 minutes, my brother, my sister-in-law, my mom, and a teacher tell me, you look like Ariana Grande. So I go home, and keep in mind, I think I was probably like 14 at the time, maybe 13, I don't know. I'm messing around with my hair extensions, trying to find different styles and, you know, different ways to wear my hair. So I go home and I'm looking at pictures of Ariana and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So I started slowly posting pictures on Instagram, like every once in a while, with Ariana Grande captions and stuff, because throughout the years I started getting into her music. So I was following her on Instagram, and throughout the years, like I'm keeping up with her, not just on Victorious, but more on social media, and I'm starting to love her more, and her music's coming out and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving her. And just so you guys know, Ariana Grande is Italian, I'm Italian. I've loved cats for years, she loves cats. I love music, she loves music. She's very girly girl, I'm very girly girl. We have a lot of similarities. at that time, you know, bows are in and cat earpieces and all these things, and I'm buying them at Claire's not thinking like, let me get a cat earpiece so I can look like Ariana. I'm looking at the bedazzled cat ears and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. You know what I mean? So we had a lot of similarities, especially when it came to just in general, the type of girls we are, just being very cute and pink and this and that. Her style back then was the same as mine. So as the years are going on, I'm posting more pictures on Instagram, and then Ariana Grande announces that she's going on tour, having the Honeymoon World Tour, and there's going to be meet and greets. And I'm already posting pictures, I'm freaking out, I love her so much, and I tell my dad about the meet and greets. And thank God for my dad working so hard every single day of his life so me and my family can have what we want, and my mom being so loving and always trying her best to fulfill all of my dreams too. And I told my mom and dad, like, oh my gosh, Ariana Grande is having a tour, she's doing meet and greets. I wanted a ticket to go to her concert. I wasn't even thinking meet and greet. I didn't even think that was possible to meet a celebrity. I've seen meet and greets at that time in my life, but I thought, oh my god, that's probably $20,000 to meet a celebrity. Like, my parents aren't gonna get that for me. I just want to get a ticket. So my mom and dad surprised me and get me a meet and greet ticket to see Ariana Grande. And I have all the dates written down because I'm going to be doing another Ari video. Cleveland, Ohio, March 25th, 2015. I got to go see Ariana Grande and meet her. Of course, right away, I'm posting on my Instagram. I'm so excited. I love Ariana. And at this point in my life, as I'm starting to follow Ari and love her and stuff, a lot of the girls that dance are like, oh my gosh, like, you look like her. And as I'm going out in public, because once again, I'm starting to take inspiration from her, hairstyles, ideas, everything. So people are looking at me like, oh my gosh, this girl looks like Ariana, and I'm always hearing it. I go to the first meet and greet ever, which, like I said, I'm going to make a video where I get more into the meet and greets. This is just explaining my wannabe stuff. So I go to the first ever meet and greet. All the fans are telling me I look like Ariana Grande. Security members are telling me I look like Ariana Grande. People that don't even work for her. I'm going to the hotel, and everyone at the hotel when we checked in thought I was her. They were like, Ariana? And I'm like, no. Like, people just thought it, and I never acted like her. Like, I was always myself. I've always been myself. I just happen to look like her when I do my makeup like her, or my hair, or take style ideas from her. It just so happens. When I went to meet her, this was the first meet and greet where it was like a photo booth and you walk in. I walked in and she's with the fan, and I started crying, and she looks over at me and she's like, no, don't cry, beautiful, it's okay, while she's with another fan. So I'm freaking out. Like, I almost passed out. Two girls before me actually did pass out. I'm freaking out. And when I went up to Ariana, I got her this like heart-shaped necklace. I have a half and she has a half, and it said like best friends or something, and I made her something. I can't really remember. I'll insert photo. But she looks at me and she's like, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous, you look like me. First thing she says the first time I ever meet her. And I'm like, you think so? And she's like, you're so cute, and she's freaking out and hugging me. And I started to tell her some very personal things that I'm gonna save for the meet and greet video. But from the first time I met her, first time I've been around her, everybody has always told me you look like Ariana Grande. And of course I'm getting used to that like over the years, and it's cool. So as I keep growing up, and this is gonna be kind of hard to talk about and a whole nother thing that I'm gonna save for another video, but I went through a lot of stuff both mentally and physically. Stuff that is very serious. And when you're a young girl and you're growing up and you're never good enough, not just for a part or for dance, you're not getting the right part, you're not getting the solo, you're not a good enough dancer so you have to go to the back row, or whatever the case may be. Never being good enough for that stuff. But in real life, when you start to be not good enough, the second you are yourself, or the second I should say I was myself, I never got love or attention that I would get if I was faking a character. If I was taking inspiration from Ariana and looking like her. When I would put myself out there to the world differently, people showed love to me. People loved me, and that was good enough for them. But when I was Michaela, it was never good enough. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because people see me and say you look like Ariana, or why is she trying to look like Ariana? But that's never been the case. The way I grew up, like I explained already, when you're a young girl and you're growing up, and I don't believe life is about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So as you're growing up and you're creating yourself, you're going through mentally and physically hard times that I'm going to talk about as a teenager. You're losing friends. You're physically going through health issues, mental things, and not loving yourself. And you're lost. And there's one woman that you get excited to look at on Instagram. You hear her music. You know you two look the same or similar. People tell you you look like her. All of your Ari friends you've met online or whatever, they're your closest friends. They're so sweet and real. When you're around the whole Ari fandom and you're around all of Ariana's things, even at her concert, you just feel like the most beautiful, happiest person in the world. And at such a dark time in my life, mentally going through some crap, physically going through some crap, and I don't love myself. I had nobody. I'm losing friends. I'm never enough. Depression's kicking in. All other things that I'm going to talk about are kicking in. And the one thing that makes you happy is Ariana Grande. So you take that happiness and you embrace it. You listen to her music, it makes you happy. You feel like her sister, you feel like family. She makes you feel that way. And every time I would go back to a concert, back to a meet and greet, whatever I went to, so much love and happiness would come my way. And throughout these years where you're in this teenage rut where you don't like yourself, you don't like life, you want to give up, you're feeling fat and ugly and going through all of these things, and the one thing that makes you happy is Ariana, of course you're gonna embrace that and embrace her. And as she's growing up and I'm growing up, I'm taking style ideas from her or inspiration from her. But I was always myself doing it. Like if I would take a picture and I would pose like that, people, Ariana, Ariana. So with all of this positivity of people saying, oh, you look like Ari, and me building all of these amazing, beautiful fans online and getting to meet Ariana and having all of these great moments, with all of that, obviously comes negativity and comes haters. I have been attacked so much. I have had people call me horrible names. I've had people make accounts about me, death threats. I've had people go live and talk about me on Instagram Live. I've had groups of people message me and attack me. I've had people drive to my house, yelling things out their car at me, taking pictures of me. I had girls stalking me in the mall, literally tweeting my every move and making fun of me. I've never caught a break from all of this hate. And I'm not famous. I'm not famous at all. And I'm already getting so much hate. I've had so many adults brutally attack me. I've been physically harassed. I've got punched in the freaking face. There has been so many horrible bad things that have come out of this that nobody knows. And I don't want to get emotional, but like, when you're growing up and you just don't feel good enough. Hold on. When you're growing up and you just don't feel good enough, or you're never enough, it plays a toll. And there's so much more. Like, I wish I could just talk about everything, which I will in so many videos to come. But the hate that I got isn't normal. The things that have happened to me Christmas, when I'm 18 years old, trying just to enjoy Christmas with my family. I have a cute little sparkly outfit on, a skirt, did my hair and makeup, and I have people making an Instagram and posting, because my top, and it's a crop top. You see your boobs, like, people are zooming up on my boobs and making fun of me. And this is after I just had a lot of weight loss, so I'm having stretch marks and my boobs were sagging and a lot of things that we're gonna have to talk about. A lot of health issues went on, and I have people making Instagram accounts calling me a fat pig and a cow, and my boobs look like SpongeBob's teeth, and Ariana Grande Walmart version, and I should go kill myself and hang myself with my hair extensions. All of these child petty things. And like, thinking about it now, it's like so ridiculous. Like the woman I am now, if a comment like that would come my way, I would just laugh and be like, oh my god, you really like have nothing better to do with your life. That's the response you're gonna come at me with. But back then, you're young, and oh my god, it broke me. And every day having this, and then all the physical stuff that I just told you about, it's been a lot. There has been a lot that has gone on in my life that nobody sees the behind the scenes. But I'm not even, like, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not famous. I don't have a YouTube that has millions of subscribers. Like, I'm a small town girl with my boyfriend doing YouTube, and this was years ago before I even met Omar. But it's just crazy to me that somebody like me can get so much hate, and you're not even famous, you're not even big. To this day, I still get hate, not nearly as bad, but all of these horrible things were happening. You know, I'm still staying strong. I'm still going to Ari concerts. I'm still loving her and supporting her. And I'm just being myself. And that's the thing that killed me. I would post a picture, no Ari caption, not trying to look like her, not even wearing anything like hers. And comments all over my Instagram. You look like Ariana Grande. Oh my gosh, you met Ari, you look like her. Your hair looks like Ari, your eyes look like Ari. Then of course the hate comments. Why do you try to look like Ariana Grande? Ariana Grande Wannabe, blah blah blah. Ariana Grande Wannabe accounts on Instagram attacking me. People putting me in DMs. Like, it was constantly no stop harassment and attacking and making fun of and degrading. And, oh, you're too fat to be Ariana Grande. If you want to be Ariana Grande, maybe you should lose some weight, bitch. All of these horrible things. And I was already mentally and physically going through so much that people didn't know, and that brought me down. I was not strong. I was not who I am today. When you're dealing with that shit for years, and then all of this comes on top of it, you're not gonna feel good, and you're not gonna feel good about yourself. Ever since I've been a little girl, all of those thoughts coming to my head, oh, your teeth, oh, you're fat, oh, this, oh, that, from casting directors, from kids, from dance teachers, this and that. At ballet class, everyone looks so skinny in their leotard, my little stomach. Oh, go fix your stomach. Like, everything comes and mentally, like, was killing me, was mentally killing me. But nobody knew that because I never shared any of that with the world. I dealt with that. I went through that. I stopped posting on social media. I stopped doing lives. Something I love to do. I love to go live and talk to people and meet friends, Arianators around the world and everything. I stopped. For a while, I just stopped going on social media. I just started living my life. I was working at Victoria's Secret, doing my best, still getting harassed and people coming into Victoria's Secret. That's when the whole getting punched in the face thing happened during that part of my life. Physically getting assaulted, so many horrible things. But I pulled away from society, from people, the world, haters, people talking. I started focusing on me. I was focusing on my job, my money, my personal growth, my personal happiness. There were people in my life that were mentally tearing me apart, putting negativity and toxic things into my life. I was admitted into the hospital for health issues that were going on, physical health issues. A lot went on throughout these years. I started then, when I got back from the hospital, focusing again on myself, cutting off people, really focusing on who I'm trying to become, the woman I'm trying to become, what I'm going to do with my life. And after I got out of the hospital, that's where a big realization happened, where it's like, I only have me and me only. So I'm going to go through this, whatever it is in life, and I'm going to deal with it. Yes, my friends and family are there to support me or love me, but every situation and everything I'm going to have to fully head-on deal with. And I just started creating myself. I started being happy with my body, even though it's not how I want it to be yet, and there's things I want to change about myself. I'm comfortable with where I am. I started to become happy with who I am, with my body, with my thickness, my cellulite, my stretch marks. I started to embrace these things. I don't get on my phone. I don't get on social media. I know that's so crazy coming from somebody who does YouTube, but like, I just started living free. I just started living my life for me and doing what makes me happy. And guys, it is the most rewarding feeling. Like, I wish everybody could just put down their phones and see how much happiness it brings, because truly it is like the best thing I've ever done. And I started just loving myself and loving life. At this point, this is 2019. This is when Ariana came out with her Sweetener Thank You Next tour. I started going to her tours, meeting people, meeting Ariana again, being around so many people. Once again, everybody, oh, you look like Ariana, you look like Ariana. But this time, it's different, because I'm not hearing it and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. This time I'm like, thank you, but like, I'm Michaela. Like, more just embracing who I am. They actually wouldn't let me go into the concert. This is something so crazy. Ariana Grande's team would not let me go into the freaking venue. I just kept living my life. I just kept being me. And the second I started to love myself and I stopped focusing on negativity, people, society, social media, drama, as soon as I pushed that all aside and I focused on me and being true to myself and being happy and building myself, giving myself self-love and happiness, not only I did all of that, I finally was just happy both mentally and physically with myself. And then God looked at me and said, you've been struggling, kid. Here's your soulmate. Go have him. And I got the best blessing that God could have ever given me. And that was my babyy. That was my angel. That's why my angel is so meaningful to me, and so many other reasons too. But the second I stopped with all of that and just was myself and loved myself, God gave me everything I always needed and everything I've always wanted. The second I learned to love myself, God was like, there we go. I'm proud of you, kiddo. You did it. Here, go have your soulmate. You guys will complete each other. Go let life live. Live the best life you can, and nothing but blessings to you both. And that's what brings us here, to this channel, to my angels. Now Omar and I are here to make a difference and a change, and to make people happy, to share stories, to help people who are going through things, both mentally and physically, to have deep conversations. All of these things, we're coming to you now to embrace these things and hopefully give you a little bit of enlightenment, enjoyment, have you leaving these videos with a smile on your face or warmth in your heart, with joy or inspiration, or a missing puzzle piece that you apply to yourself or your life that benefits you and helps you with your personal growth. That's what we're here to do. And we wish nothing but blessings to you all. And let's all just come together and lift each other up and help each other on our journeys. Because the more we tear each other down, the more we go through life with strings and attachments and negativity and toxic people and things, you're never gonna grow and you're never gonna have what you want. And this story, my story, just goes to show that if you fight through all the downs, all the negativity, if you fight through all of that, you can have your dreams and goals, and you can have everything you've always wanted and even more. So be true to yourself, create yourself, love yourself, care about yourself. Be selfish and put yourself first. Focus on you and your life and your personal growth and journey. Everything will fall into place. Whatever's meant to be in your life will be. But cut off all of those bad things, attachments. Be around people and things that are beneficial to you and that are gonna help you with your life and your growth. But everything else, push away. Just breathe, be true to you, and let life live. And I promise you, if you do those things, not only are you gonna take off like that, but even more is gonna come to you in abundance. I promise you, Angel. So now we're here today, January 30th, 2021, and I wanna be Michaela. I wanna be Michaela Nicole Hallman. I wanna be Michaela Nicole Anderson. And I wanna be Mickey. I wanna be true to myself and become a better version of myself every single day. And that's what I'm focused on. That's my promise to God, to myself, to my babyy, to the universe. And that's what I'm gonna fulfill. I'm gonna fulfill having our empire and our dreams come true, but making sure everybody else who is a supporter or everybody else in the world that needs us, I want to make this platform big and successful so we can give back and we can help everybody mentally and physically. Because believe me, whether it's a story like mine, growing up, going through stuff, or physically, health issues, not having money, being in a bad area, whatever the case may be, this is why Omar and I are doing what we're doing. So we can have an opportunity, a platform to help everybody, give back, give you what you need both mentally or physically. And that's what we're gonna do. God sent us here and the universe sent us here, and be an inspiration to the world, bring positivity to the world to make everybody happy and help everybody on their journeys and their growth. So thank you guys so much for watching. The whole point of this video is to let you guys know that I'm not an Ariana Grande wannabe. I've never tried to be Ariana Grande. I've always wanted to be myself. I was always focusing all these years on what am I gonna do with my life. And everything led me down this path to doing YouTube with my soulmate. If I would have never went through these Ariana Grande phases and had theater and had the health issues which held me back from going to LA when I was 18 years old, if I would have never started working at Victoria's Secret and meeting my friends, which led me to Omar, which led me to right here, I wouldn't be here right now sharing this story and helping you guys. So with all this being said, take this video as a lesson that bad things happen or roadblocks will come up or redirections to guide you to where you're supposed to be and to guide you on your right path. When something bad happens, don't think of it as, oh no, this happened, oh no, this is bad, and start to get worked up and upset about it. No, no, no. That is something good that's happening. Even though it's something bad, it's redirecting you or it's putting you down a different path. That roadblock is going there for a reason. Just trust in the universe, trust in God, trust in whatever you have faith in, whatever you believe in. And I promise you, if you have faith and you be true to yourself, everything will work out. But if I didn't go through all these struggles and all of these things, I wouldn't be here today, sitting in front of this camera, talking to you guys, being so personal, giving love and advice, helping all you beautiful angels out there. And I want to be with Omar, working on our empire and business together. So with that being said, like Ariana says, thank you next. I've loved and I've lost, but that's not what I see. Look what I found. Ain't no need for searching. And for that, thank you. Thank you. Next. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that are still here to the end of the video, you guys really did care about not just my journey and hearing my story, but you guys really do care about us in this journey and self-love and happiness and all of this. So you guys are a couple of the very true, special, beautiful angels, and I'm so blessed and honored that you stayed to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you made it here. Comment a little, the little star emoji, so I know that you made it to the end of the video. It'll be our little secret. But I'm gonna go upstairs because I miss my bebe and I want to cuddle with him, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any video recommendations on what you would like to see, doesn't matter if it's a Mickey World video, another challenge, prank, anything you would like to see, you already know what to do. Comment down below or email us right here. We will get back to you and do your video request. And last but not least, I love you, Ariana Grande. Thank you for inspiring me and motivating me to stay strong, be true to myself, and become the woman I am today. Thank you for every time that I've met you, all of your kind words and everything. And like I said, stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting meet and greet videos. But yeah, thank you, Ariana, for being a big sister I never had and being a true inspiration to me. You've been somebody that I've been looking up to ever since I've been a little girl. And even to this day, I will always look up to you and admire you because I love you with all my heart. And you're truly an angel sent from God too, to make people happy and help them on their journeys. So hopefully Omar and I can grab that baton and pass it down, and we can be the next generation to pass that down to other generations to come. So I love you, Ariana. Thank you so much for everything. I'm gonna pretend this is Omar since he's not here, and this is our marshmallow. So, like my bebe always says, like my bebe always says, stay happy, stay positive, spread love and positivity to the world. Stay strong, follow your dreams, let life live, and continue to follow us on our journey together. Amen. Stay tuned. More videos coming your way soon. I'm so extra as hell. Bye, my angels. We love you.